Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 8th through to the 15th of July 2019. So we are using for the reading, guys, a few cards. Alright, so had 3 new decks recently: Universal Tarot Professional Edition, amazing, Tarot of the 78 Doors, and the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot too. We're doing the weekly check-in reading this week for you guys, okay? So what we're doing is we are looking at your current self for the week and theme of the month, theme of the week, okay? For that we use the Tarot of the 78 Doors. We also look at in layer 2 your key goal for the week, obstacle that you need to overcome in the major accomplishment for the week, Sagittarius. For that we use my good old Mucker, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. And for your what you need to avoid, what to embrace, and where you can find support, we use the new Professional Edition Universal Tarot, okay? For your spiritual advice and encouragement at the end of the week, the answer is simple, cards by Sonia Chaquette. Now after this reading we have a 15 card reading looking at any other energies coming in, 5 cards, love for the week 5 cards, and money, career for the week 5 cards, okay? We use the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot for this, and advice guidance for the week concerning any of those areas. Angels of Abundance cards by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Hope that's all explained. You guys know how I do. I tend to explain the cards that I use and how we do things at the beginning of every reading. So you can always just fast forward that bit if you fancy it. Okay, let's get these cards here. And we're going to start shuffling. So let me move my pen out of the way. Alright, Universe Spirit, show me who... show me who Sagittarius is for the week. Show me the current self of Sagittarius during the week 8th to the 15th of July 2019. Show me the current self of Sagittarius. Okay. And can you show me, please, Universe, can you show me what the theme of the week will be for Sagittarius, please? Okay, there we go. There's our first cards down. Can you show me, second layer, what will be the key goals for the week for Sagittarius? Show me Sagittarius's key goals. Whoopsie daisy, there you go. That one came out first. And obstacle that they need to overcome for the week. Position 2. And can you show me any major accomplishment that they're making this week? This one wants to definitely come out. Okay, so we're going to just put those there. And can you show me layer 3? What is it that Sagittarians need to avoid this week? What do Sagittarians need to avoid this week? Okay. Can you show me what they need to embrace? What does Sagittarius need to embrace this week? What does Sagittarius need to embrace? Okay. And can you show me, please, Universe? I'm not going to tell that because I haven't asked the question yet. What is the advice, where can they find support if they need it? Where can Sagittarians find support if they should need it? Okay, there we go. Those cards give you a real heavy-handed workout because they're so big. Okay, there we go. And Universe Spirit, what is the spiritual advice you have for Sagittarians on this reading? What is the spiritual advice? Okay. That one definitely wants to come out, so we're going to put that down there. Okay. There we go. Let's have we'll put this up here like this, in this area. Right, let's have a quick look then. Who are you in the week, Sagittarius? You are the Knight of Pentacles. That's who you are. Knight of Pentacles, it's interesting because on this particular deck you can see the Knight of Pentacles is offering a gift. And I generally like to read the cards in terms of how they look. So I also read very much imagery based. Knight of Pentacles is hardworking, he's loyal, he's committed. He's not just loyal to people, but when he says he's going to do something, he does it, Sagittarius. So this is what makes him very much the hard-working Knight of the Tarot. He's very traditional. He can be slow in his approach, but the only reason that he's quite slow is because he wants to make sure that he is doing things the right way. He doesn't want to rush in. People like Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups to a certain extent. Not so much Knight of Cups, I guess. Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, they like to rush into situations because when they see something and they want it, they're just like, that looks good, and they just go. The Knight of Pentacles kind of like, yeah, well, I see it, I like it, but I just need to find out that little bit more about it before I commit myself to it. So I feel that you guys this week are showing as being hardworking, tenacious, very dedicated, very committed to your path with the Knight of Coins energy. I also see you guys helping others and bringing gifts to others with the Knight of Pentacles showing us offering a gift. What is the theme of the week for Sagittarius? The theme of the week is, wow, the King of Coins. Look how he's looking at all the money. So I think that this is definitely, I mean, this could definitely be a person for some of you guys. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, or somebody who's a business individual, an entrepreneur, somebody who's a fine upstanding individual of the community, can be a doctor, can be an agriculturalist, can be a conservationist, can be the King of Coins, can be a real estate agent, the King of Coins energy. But if you look at this particular King of Coins, Sagittarius, he's looking at the money in his safe. So some of you guys, the theme of the week is looking at your wealth. But also, you know, the reason that he's looking at his wealth, he's got his arms kind of, he's just about, actually, I thought he had his arms folded, he doesn't. He's just about to shut the safe. Well, he's opened it or he's just about to shut it. But I think that this is evaluating your material goods this week. I see you guys standing and kind of evaluating the things that you've achieved. So this might be a week of evaluating the things that you've achieved, Sagittarius. It might be a week of evaluating your money, your bank account, your possessions. It's the coin people remember their materials, so he's evaluating what he's achieved as well on this card. And I think it might be the theme of the week is just evaluating what you've achieved and what you've got from what you've achieved. So the material rewards that type of thing. Could also be perhaps there's a person here that's kind of very dominant force. Could be an earth energy this week potentially. What is your key goal for the week? Well, I feel that the key goal is to overcome a difficult patch, because the Chariot is all about, if you look at this particular charioteer here, he is swerving. So he is kind of being able to maneuver himself and navigate himself around the difficult bends and the difficult turns on his skateboard. Okay, so I feel that the goal for the week is really just to kind of navigate yourself or navigate a path, maybe a little bit of a tricky bend that you guys have been. You can see the skateboard is coming around the bend and he's having to navigate these kind of bends and get around them. So I really feel that the theme of the week, Sagittarius, might be for some of you guys just to overcome some difficulties you've had, just to navigate some difficult roads, difficult bends that you've been through, so that you can reach a destination securely and successfully with the Chariot. Because the Chariot is a card that indicates success and power are yours after you are able to overcome the difficulties of getting there. So after you've kind of been through a really difficult patch or the road has been difficult to kind of navigate, finally you reach your destination through determination, ambition and motivation and confidence with the Chariot energy and just a desire to get through shit. The Chariot is also about using your willpower. So I think that the goal for the week is just to focus on a goal for you, Sagittarians, and really just to attain that goal, no matter how many tricky bends you've got to go around to get there. What is the obstacle you need to overcome for the week? Well, I mean, the Nine of Swords is reversed, which is good. So the Nine of Swords reversed, how I see this card is that you're overcoming anxiety, and that's the obstacle you need to overcome. I feel that the obstacle you need to overcome is overcoming the anxiety. See, the thing is, I think that some anxiety still sits there with some of you guys, because this is about overcoming anxiety. Okay. What I like about this Nine of Swords is she has her hands over her eyes, and she doesn't want to see. She doesn't want to see. She doesn't want to know. But in the reverse, those hands should come away at some point. So the Nine of Swords in the reverse is all about not kind of adhering to difficulties and allowing difficulties to take over your mind and becoming quite consumed and worried and anxious. And I think that with it being reversed, and it's saying it's an obstacle that you need to overcome, you need to overcome the obstacle by which some of you guys need to focus on the more positive side of life rather than the negative. So I feel that the obstacle that for this week for you Sagittarians is really to overcome this negative patch, which I think ties in with the Chariot, because your goal And really, in this card, when we talk about the bends that need to be navigated so that you can get to a particular goal this week, Sagittarius, it's those bends that are causing the worry. So you need to overcome the obstacle of the Nine of Swords reversed, which is kind of, how can I put it? It's almost like when you say to yourself, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to kind of, you make a statement. So a statement of empowerment, which is what the Chariot is. It's about feeling empowered. And he has to, look at him. He's got no protective helmet on. He's got no protective knee padding on. He's got nothing. All he's got is his shorts on and his skateboard. And he has to trust that he's going to navigate the bends without getting hurt. So this guy has probably made a statement to himself of empowerment and said, yeah, I can do that. That's not going to be a problem for me. But the obstacle is kind of just saying, keeping on that track, because this Chariot is actually the Nine of Swords in the reverse. The Nine of Swords reversed is where you become more confident about yourself. You're going to be kind of like, well, I'm not going to let this worry to, affect me. I'm not going to let any of this stuff worry me. And that's the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I'm no longer going to allow it to affect me. I'm okay. I see things truly for what they are, and I'm kind of cool with it. And that's your Chariot. But your obstacle is kind of keeping on doing that. So if you're going to say to yourself with the Chariot, you know what? It's okay. I'm cool. I don't need any protective headgear or knee pads or anything, because you know what? I am on fire this week with the Chariot. So some of you Sagittarians will say, I am a charioteer. I am, what's that film called? I am the gladiator, if you like, with the Chariot energy. I can navigate all of these bends. And you know what? If I come off the skateboard, I come off it. Because he'll say that. He knows that, we don't know what happens to him afterwards on the card. But he knows that, in all likelihood, he could possibly hurt himself, because he's got nothing to protect himself whatsoever. And we can already see him slightly coming off the skateboard here. So he has to put the skateboard into control. So this is all about controlling your emotions with the Chariot energy. And some of you guys, the goal will be to try and control your emotions, i.e. control those fears. And I think certainly if it ties in with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, your obstacle is kind of continuing with this energy showing up here, because some of you guys might fall by the wayside a little bit and say, oh God, I don't know whether I can do this. But your obstacle that you need to overcome is to continue feeling this upbeat energy that the Nine of Swords in the reverse presents, this healing energy that everything's going to be fine. What is the major accomplishment that you're making this week? Well, the Three of Coins in the reverse. So some of you guys are leaving a group. Some of you guys aren't working with a group of people. You've decided to leave a group, to move away from a group. You've decided not to continue building or planning with an individual or with a group of people with the Three of Coins energy. And this might very well factor into this energy where you say, actually, my major accomplishment for the week is that I don't want to work with this crowd anymore, with the Three of Coins in the reverse. I don't want to work with this crowd anymore. I'm not interested in that anymore. I don't want to build this life with this person anymore. And because the goal is, I can navigate this on my own. Yeah, there are going to be some tricky spots, but, the obstacle I need to overcome is kind of continuing on this kind of path of confidence with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, because some of you guys might fall off that little bit, you might fall off that train a little bit, but that's fine. It's normal. It's human. It's human, because I get the impression when I look at these three cards here that what I'm seeing for the first, well, not even for the first time with Saggies, but what I'm actually seeing you guys doing is you're saying, you know what, this is a new chapter. So these three cards indeed remind me, Sagittarius, of people who are actually experiencing a new chapter in their life where they're very, I'm getting the word coming through, Sagittarius, for you guys, self-reliance and resilience and independence. So it's almost like you're becoming independent of someone or something or a group of people. And you say, I can do it on my own with the Chariot energy. I've got the bends that I'm going to navigate, and my only obstacle is if I fall by the wayside and I start to get scared. Because the Nine of Swords reverse, you're not scared of the Nine of Swords reverse, you're starting to pick up on your confidence and you're starting to feel less anxious. But your obstacle is maintaining that feeling, okay? Because you could easily go back to, oh fuck, I'm scared, maybe I shouldn't have left the group, whatever it is. What is it you need to avoid this week? Justice. I think that you have to avoid this week, though, making any major decisions. because justice is a major decision that is made. So it could be a Libra individual for some of you guys. Maybe there's a legal situation you need to avoid this week, Sagittarius. But I think also making some major decisions. Also, the word judge and jury comes to me, because the Libra card of the justice is judge and jury. This person is the jury, so this person does make the final judgment, and then the judge basically carries out the sentence. So some of you guys need to avoid playing judge and jury in a situation as well this week. But I think more than anything, it's making a definitive decision this week with the judgment energy. I'm going to clarify why you need to do that in a moment. What is it you need to embrace, Sagittarius? Yeah, see, I did mention it, didn't I? And it's come up. The new beginning card of the Ace of Wands. You need to embrace that there is a new beginning on the horizon. Okay, but it's interesting. I'm going to clarify what it means by that judgment, because it's saying making any major decisions. I think that what it means with the judgment energy is, I mean, you're definitely on course for something new here, but you have to break away from a group or a person or something that you've been planning with the Three of Coins reverse. That's your major accomplishment for the week. Is the Three of Coins in reverse, which often is breaking away from a team or a group, or not fulfilling a plan of action with the Three of Coins in the reverse, and that's your major accomplishment. But it says that you need to avoid making any major decisions. So I think that when it says you need to avoid perhaps making any major decisions, these are decisions that perhaps over a course of time need to be thought about, because it would appear to me that you guys feel in a way that you can take on the world. I'm seeing and I'm feeling within this reading a very formidable energy with Sagittarius. Despite it being Mercury retrograde, I am seeing a very formidable character coming through with you guys. But I almost get the feeling that this card is saying to avoid making major decisions, life decisions. And it might be when you make a major decision with the justice energy, you're making a decision that's going to kind of affect a lot of other people. So that might be the reason why. We'll clarify that in a moment. What is the advice and encouragement that you... sorry, not advice and encouragement. Oh, excuse me. Where can you find support this week if you should need it? Well, you can find it from the Ten of Wands. So you can find it from someone who is... See, the Ten of Wands is pushing forward, it's persevering. So you can find it with somebody who's been persevering in a particular direction, because that's what the Ten of Wands is. Can you see how he hasn't got the wands on his back, but he's got the wands in front of him? So he's pushing forward. You probably want to get advice from somebody who's been pushing forward and who's been striving towards change and towards getting towards a goal. Can you see his goal is the house on top of the hill? He's got to go all the way down there and then all the way up the hill to get to the house with the wands. But this person doesn't give up. So you need to, your support can come from someone who just hasn't given up on a situation. Somebody who's been striving and persevering to attain a goal with the Ten of Wands energy showing up here. I want to see why. We're going to use the Spiral Tarot. I only found this deck the other day. I didn't realise I had it. And see why you need to avoid the Justice card. Why does Sagittarius need to avoid justice in 2 cards? Because strength. And I think that this is your own inner strength. But then, you know, if you look at this, what always strikes me on the strength card is how the woman has the hand over the mouth of the lion. Alright, and can you see her face? She's like really serious. She's like, fuck, shut the fuck up. But then this is overcoming of obstacles. I'll see what the next card is as well. Strength and the Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins is hard work and tenacity. And I feel that you are finding strength within this Page of Coins energy. So you're finding strength within learning the value of something here. And I think that I'm going to ask what this, because the Page of Coins is all about value. So I feel that it's almost saying to you, Sagittarius, that you need to avoid making any major decisions, because you're just at the start of this journey. And you are finding strength in building your value, or learning about the value, learning about your desires, because the coin cards represent money, wealth, materialism, value, but also desire, earthly desires. So you've found your strength in your desires. And also the Page of Coins, which is called the Princess of Coins, obviously, on this deck. When you get the Page of Coins, he's looking at the coin because he desires it. So he's looking at an object of beauty and he's saying, this is where I want to be. So I've got this coin in my hands, and can you see her face? She's looking at the coin like, oh my God. She's like, oh wow, it's like a new toy. It's like, oh wow, look at that. What can I do with this? And she's in the grass. She's like, maybe I could plant it and make it bigger. I feel that you are learning. You know what I feel here? I think that he's saying avoid making any major decisions because you're just starting to find your strength, which is to find your understanding and your own worth in the resources that you hold. And those resources that you hold is your strength. So it's all about, you've found your strength in the resource that you hold with the Page of Coins. And I'm going to ask what that resource is. What is this resource? What is this resource in one card that Sagittarius holds? The Seven of Coins is the resource that you hold. So the resource that you hold is the ability to start planting new seeds and seeing your hard work come to fruition with the Seven of Coins energy. And I think that in a way, when I look at these cards, Sagittarius, it's almost like you have learnt how to, because this is all about self-reliance as well, the resources of self-reliance. But I think that really when it says avoid making any major decisions, it's because you could easily go back to this in the upright. Right now you're this, so the universe wants you to become stronger in that. But the universe, I think, also acknowledges, Sagittarius, that you're still very much at that, how can I say, at that kind of vulnerable stage still. Even though I'm seeing a lot of strength showing up here for Sagittarius this week, I'm also seeing a vulnerability showing up here, because the obstacle that you need to avoid, the obstacle you need to overcome is the belief that you have the confidence to do all of this. Sagittarius, that's the obstacle you need to overcome. The belief that you have the strength to do all of this. Because some of you guys still don't, you believe that you can do it, but there's a part of you that says, oh my God, well, what if I fail? Or what if I don't, what if I start to feel scared or worried again and all this stuff? So the universe is saying, well, because of that, we want you to avoid making any major decisions, because you've just started finding your strength in the small resources, in the small things, in the small things that you hold, in the small things that you value with the Page of Coins, which is your ability to start planting new seeds and seeing how all of that hard work that you put into the self mainly is going to bring forth rewards. Okay? It's going to bring forth rewards and security and stability with the Ten of Coins energy. And whilst you're building all of that stuff, okay, whilst you are working on all of that stuff, you can't put yourself under any more pressure, because to make a major decision now, whatever that major decision is going to put you under a lot of pressure, and that's what the universe doesn't want you to do. So we're going to quickly recap this reading. I'm just going to quickly look at what the spiritual advice is for the week. Turn on the light is your spiritual advice. I'm going to just quickly read what that means when it says that. Turn on the light. What number is it? It's number 5. Let's have a look at number 5. So, look to your life with the eyes of your spirit, not your ego. And that's where ego is. That's why you need to avoid making any major decisions, because some of you guys think that you're Superman. But there is still a vulnerability that could kind of trip you up and take you like 10 feet backwards. The ego points out your flaws. Your spirit concentrates on your perfection. The ego sees everything as your failure. Your spirit sees it as process and progress. The ego views itself as separate and alone. The spirit knows itself to be connected to all and an essential part of the whole. The ego sees darkness, the spirit sees light. Right now, you're being asked to view your circumstances with the illumination of your spirit. Don't focus on the shadows, but rather on the light. Ask, what is right in my life at this moment? What is working? What am I learning? Which is here, because the Page of Coins is learning. So your strength is also in what you're learning. And you're learning how to be more self-reliant with the Seven of Coins energy showing here. And how that self-reliance is going to be rewarded in terms of growth and maturity and security and stability with the Ten of Coins energy. What is in the process of improving. If you look with the light of your spirit, you'll clearly make out that all is well. Your ego can't see past its own fears, so it all appears dark. Your spirit turns on the light and thus perceives the value of all your experiences with it on. You can see that it's all good. And that is very true, I think, to what we're seeing here. We're going to quickly do this reading again. So for the week, Sagittarius, Knight of Pentacles is you. And I actually feel that even though it looks like you're giving a gift, that's fine. And some of you guys might be. I think that this is all about you guys working slowly but steadily towards a goal with this Knight of Coins energy. And I feel that the theme of the week is all about achievement. So some of you guys are kind of opening up a door to achieving stability and security with that King of Coins energy. Not just financially, but just in feeling grounded and feeling safe. Okay, and feeling that you have achieved through hard work, the Knight of Coins energy, you can achieve your goals through the King of Coins energy. Your goal for the week is to navigate the bend and to get towards the final destination. Well, not final destination, but towards the destination of success and victory with the Chariot. However, you need to overcome the obstacle of maintaining the confidence, because of course the ego takes you back and says, oh, well, what if this and what if that? The major achievement that you're making this week for some of you guys is you're leaving a team or you're leaving a group of people. You're withdrawing from this with the Three of Coins energy showing here in the reverse. And for some of you guys with that Three of Coins in the reverse, you're withdrawing from some plans you were making with an individual, which is good. But you need to avoid making major decisions, because remember, you're still in a little bit of a vulnerable state here. But also because your strength is found in learning now. Okay, so you're getting stronger by learning. And what are you learning? The value of being self-reliant and how self-reliance can bring wealth and health and stability and security to you. Okay, but you're in the learning stages at the moment, Sagittarius. You're not fully fledged. You're not completely experienced. You're just learning about your own, that you can rely on your own self. You don't have to rely on other people to be the success that you want. You can rely on yourself. That's why you need to avoid making major decisions, because you're just not there yet. You know, you're in the infancy of really discovering who you are at the moment. You need to embrace that, yes, with the Ace of Wands, there is now a new beginning and a new phase that you are entering into. If you need advice from anyone, go to someone who has persevered towards gaining their goals. And finally, the spiritual advice is turn on the light. Okay, so look at things through the eyes of your spirit rather than your ego. Okay. That's the first reading done. We're going to quickly do the last reading for you. Sorry that took a little bit of time to do. I didn't mean it to be that long, actually. Just tend to be. I really like this Spiral Tarot. I just discovered it when I was having a clear around the other day of my tarot cards and having a look at what I had and blah, blah. And there they were. Okay, so Chariot here. Okay. Right, we're going to quickly do your 15 card reading, guys. And we're just going to have a look at, here we go, any other energies coming in. So in 5 cards, any other energies. What are the other energies coming in for Sagittarius? 8th to the 15th of July 2019. Okay, so 1, 2, we'll put these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's pull this up like so. Okay. And can you show me love for Sagittarius? What do you see coming in for love? Please remember that this is a general reading, guys. Okay, some people it will apply to, some people not. That's how general readings work. Okay. Right. And can you show me work and finances, please, for Sagittarius? Okay, that one wants to come out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. So, general. So Seven of Coins again. So waiting, energy of waiting. Seven of Coins. You've done the hard work. Now just waiting to see what the results are. Five of Coins. Okay, so Seven of Coins, Five of Coins. Five of Coins is all about financial lack. Okay, we've got two cards here. I think that you've been waiting for things to develop for some of you guys in an area, whether this is usually because it's two financial cards, it's probably finances for some of you guys. So you might have been waiting for a development. Some of you guys might be feeling with the Five of Coins financially kind of, you know, in the red. Is it in the black? I think it is. Isn't it? Is it in the black or is it in the red? In the red, I think it is. I'm not sure which one it is. But there might be some financial problems going on, and you guys are waiting for. So, for example, some of you guys this week might be waiting for a paycheck to come through, or you might be waiting for, with the Seven of Coins energy, you know, an investment to come through. I think you're waiting for something financial to come through. Some of you guys been feeling the pinch a little bit financially. Five of Coins. Three of Swords, unfortunately, there might be some problems with that. So if you've been waiting for money to come through and you're feeling the pinch financially, it might be a week with the Three of Swords energy where you're going to experience some disappointment in that area. I think this might be a financial thing. However, we do have the Eight of Wands. Good news coming in towards the end of the week with the Eight of Wands energy. And you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, some good news and communication coming in. All right, also decision maker is the Queen of Swords, so it could be some good news coming in that a decision now has been made with the Queen of Swords energy, or good news coming in from somebody who's legal or a professional person. Queen of Swords energy, or information, communication, good news and communication coming forward. Okay, so I feel that start of the week for some of you guys, there might be some financial problems. You're waiting for a check, or you're waiting to get paid. For some of you guys with the Seven of Coins, you've put the hard work in, or you've done the investment, you know, you've planted the seeds. Now you're waiting for the results, the rewards. Some of you guys feeling financially a little bit tight. Things are a bit tight financially with the Five of Coins energy, and there will be some disappointment with the Three of Swords energy, okay, showing up here towards the beginning of the week. I think but more than likely by Friday, going into next week, you'll get some good news with the Eight of Wands energy from an individual Queen of Swords. Could be from somebody who works legally, or it could be from somebody who works at the bank, or it could be from your boss, Queen of Swords, or it could just be some good news and clear-cut communication coming in concerning some finances. I think some of you guys are owed some money or something like that. What's going on in love? Right, we do have Knight of Coins showing up here. So this could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy showing up around you. This can also be a proposal and an offer coming to you. It's been slow, but coming. Knight of Coins energy. But we've got the Eight of Coins in the reverse. Not willing to work, no focus, no hard work being put in. So offer coming in, but I think there's an offer coming in for some of you guys in terms of love with that Knight of Coins, but I don't think it's being backed up with any hard work. Somebody's going to say something, they'll offer you something, but they're not willing to back it up with the work. So this looks to me, with between the two cards, an empty promise showing up here from an individual here. I think they can offer you something, but they're not willing to put the work in, Sagittarius. The Full energy. Okay, Full energy is all about taking a risk and new opportunities with the Full energy. So it's somebody not willing to put any hard work into a new phase, or into creating a new phase in the relationship with the Full energy showing here. Eight of Swords, feeling frustrated and annoyed with the Eight of Swords energy. Okay. Let's have a look. Right, you've got the Hermit. Feeling frustrated and alone, some of you guys, with the Hermit and the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords references, you know, the Eight of Swords references many things. It can reference a commitment third, but it can also reference somebody who feels really, really frustrated. Hands are tied. Feeling alone with the Hermit energy. Hermit's not looking into a card, it's on its own. So some of you guys feeling frustrated and alone. Sorry about that with love, but what I'm seeing here with love is somebody comes to you with something, Sagittarius, but they're not willing to put the work into a new phase. Okay, and they tend to leave you as well with that Full energy, basically kind of hands tied and feeling alone. So there's somebody around you who says stuff, but this week, going into next, but I don't feel that they kind of, you know, they don't fulfill the promises that they're making to you. Also, two cards that show lack of commitment are Fool, Eight of Swords and Hermit. So definitely looking at somebody offering you something, not putting the work in. This person with the Fool energy could show lack of commitment here, and wanting to go it alone here. So there's definitely, I think, for some of you guys, somebody around you who says stuff, but they're not following it through. Let's have a quick look at your money career. Well, we do have the Page of Coins, and Page of Coins can be good financial news, but also the need to be responsible with your cash. The Page of Coins is also a card about paying stuff in installments. Okay, Nine of Cups is good. So Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, wishes being fulfilled. Okay. Looking at this Page of Pentacles, it strikes me though, if you look at him, he's got the coin and he's holding it back. Can you see how he's holding it back? Let me have a look at these two cards. Can you see? Look at that. Can you see the guy's hands? Can you see how he's got his hands out? He's like, give it to me. Can you see that hand? Look. See his hand? He's got a hand here. He's like, give it to me. And this guy's like, no. Somebody's going to be requesting some money off you and you're saying no. Somebody's asking you for money, I think, this week, Sagittarius. But they're asking you for money for stupidness. They're asking you for money so they can fulfill their dreams. Because they want you to put your penny or your money into one of these cups. Can you see? The hand is out and you're saying no. This is no. Somebody's asking you for money and you're reluctant to give them money. Two of Wands, probably about some form of creative venture with the Two of Wands. Creative partnership. Business partnership. Yeah, got another card. Ace of Coins. This is receiving money is the Ace of Coins energy showing up here. No, money on hold. Money not going through. I think this week somebody is asking you for money. Or because I'm seeing this area here for some of you guys. And remember, we read for a lot of Sagittarians and whoever. So everybody will experience things in different ways. In this area here, Sagittarius, what I'm seeing is you guys waiting for money to come through. Some of you are, alright, feeling like really difficult times concerning money with the Five of Coins, and there might be a bit of disappointment if you've been waiting for some funds to come through. I am seeing things pick up by the end of the week and you get clear communication coming through with the Queen of Swords energy. I feel though financially for some of you guys, somebody is asking you for money, but it's money that you won't give, probably because with the Page of Coins you've only got a bit of money. So if somebody's asking you for money, some of you guys will be like, well, no, I'm not giving it to you because this is all I've got here. It'll be for some form of a business, because this is business partnership. So it'll be a business partnership, but a business partnership could be put on hold because of that. All right, so I think somebody might be asking you for money so that they can invest in something, because they want the money from you so they can put it into one of these cups, possibly even gamble it to a certain energy, to a certain extent. But I see a business, Ace of Coins partnership, Two of Wands being put on hold with the Hanged Man energy. Okay. So money-wise, people are coming to you for money, but some of you guys don't have the money to give them, and some of you guys will be like, hell no, I'm not going to be investing in some, scheme of yours that I don't really know whether I'm going to get my money back. Interesting reading. Yeah, that's your reading, guys. I'm going to quickly see, finally, Angels of Abundance. What is the spiritual advice you have on this reading for Sagittarians? What is the spiritual advice you have for Sagittarians on this reading for this week? Block out distractions is the advice. So it says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know that these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay, that's your spiritual advice for the week. I mean, some of you guys might be blocking out a distraction. The Eight of Swords in love. You might be blocking out the distraction of the Fool, focusing on your path. The Hermit energy. Especially if somebody wants to give something, but they don't want to put the work in. Okay, that's your reading, guys. Thanks for your time. If you'd like a private reading, details are down below in the comments section for the link. And yeah, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.